Thank you guys. Thank you for the confirmation. So myself, Ankit Narula, I have total 10 years of experience in the IT industry. Out of those 10 years of industry in the IT industry, in first 3 years, I have worked in Oracle applications as a techno-functional consultant. And from last 7 years, I am working on two most cloud platform which we have in market, the number one and number two cloud platform, which is AWS and Azure. In these two platforms, I am working from last 7 years. This is about my personal introduction. And what I'm going to do is in the chat box, I'm going to share a WhatsApp group link. If anyone is not there in our WhatsApp group of batch 107, Azure batch 107, if anyone is not there, you can please join the WhatsApp group using the link. If you are already there, I'm requesting you to please don't join duplicate group, because 107 batch groups are all same. Whatever the information we are going to share in one group, we are going to share in our all 107 groups. 107 batch groups we are going to share. So I have shared the link. If you are not in our WhatsApp group, you can please join using the link. The link is working properly. You can please join using the link. Now, what we are going to do is, if anyone wants to ask anything regarding this training or regarding any career, regarding if you want to ask anything, you can please raise your hand. And whenever your turn will come, definitely you'll get a chance to speak and ask your question. So please, you can raise your hand. If you don't have any question, I'm requesting you to please don't raise your hand if you don't have any question. Yes, Monali, you can unmute. Rameshwari, you can unmute yourself.
Hey, hi, Ankit. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm able to hear you.
Yeah. Hey, hi. I just wanted to know that currently I'm working as an Oracle DBA, and from past 2.5 years, I'm working on Exadata Cloud, OCI. So now the upcoming project.
Cloud.
Yeah, Oracle Cloud. Yeah. So now the upcoming project in my company, which I'll be assigned, is like the Postgres one, but the Postgres is on Azure. So I wanted to learn, the Azure. So is this the correct training which I'll be registering?
No, I just want to know one. Yes, if you want to learn Azure, you are going to start from the basic to advanced level here.
Okay. So this is basic as well, right?
Basic as well, because if a person is fresher or a person is having any other technology experience, they can start with this particular training.
Okay.
And DBA jobs might be, if anyone in the training, guys, DBA jobs are going to be finished very soon in the market. They have to switch their career as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And so right away you are going to do that. DBA has to switch their career in the cloud platform as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll be happy, to learn this. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Ramesh. Yes, Teja, you can unmute.
Hi, Ankit. Good evening.
Teja. Good evening. How are you?
I'm doing good. Hope you're doing good. So presently, I'm working as an SharePoint online admin, and so this by learning this course is how can it will be an additional benefit for me?
No,
for my career.
SharePoint is something else which you are using it. It's like a shared drive, something like that we have.
Yeah.
That is completely different experience. This is cloud platform, Teja. So that previous experience is not going to relate. Yes, SharePoint is also from Microsoft, and this is also from Microsoft.
Yeah, SharePoint is kind of cloud. It's also somehow related to cloud. So
somehow related, but it's like a shared drive, like a Google Drive. It's like a Google Drive, because I know that in our office also we are using in some case when we want to share some files, we'll share with the help of that also, some official files. So we are using it. But that experience is completely different, Teja.
Okay.
Okay. This experience is going to be completely different.
Okay.
Okay. This is a cloud training which we are going to learn here.
Good. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, Girish. Yes, Girish, you can unmute now.
Good evening, sir.
Good
I just
evening.
wanted to learn the Azure like the Azure cloud platform itself. So may I know the course content, and would I need to require any additional things to know before starting with this Azure?
No, to learn this code, there is no prerequisite. Even a person who is fresh or a person who is experienced, anyone can join this training.
Okay, and one
There
more
is
thing.
no prerequisite to learn for this course. And I have shared the course content, Girish, in the chat box. You can please check the link in the chat box.
Okay, thank you. And one more question is that, so do we can we create a free account for the Azure kind of thing? Because in the AWS, I heard that we can practice in the free tier. So do you have something like?
We have same here also, but not exactly same as in AWS. Little changes we have here, but yes, here also we are getting a free account. Okay. Regarding that also, when we are going to learn about how to create our Azure account, that time I'm going to tell you.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay. Yes, Murthy, you can unmute. Yes, Murthy, you have already unmuted yourself. Murthy, your voice is not clear to me. It's like an echo is something.
I think I just joined with the other link, one of my friends. This is Petty. Hello.
Sorry, both your voice is not clear.
Just
Look like you are using speaker.
hello. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, Murthy.
Hello.
Yes, Murthy, I'm able to hear you.
Yes, sir. I just joined with one of my friends in the link. This is Petty. Actually, we have experience, 10 years of experience in IT on VMware platform. From last
Okay.
year on VMware. I just want to shift from VMware to Azure Cloud and AWS.
Definitely, Murthy, yes, you can switch.
Yeah. What are the things going to cover, and what are the, if we just switch to the project, what are the things we need to handle? What are the day-to-day issues?
So whatever the day-to-day activities which you are going to learn in the training, that time we are going to discuss it, and we'll share some sample resumes, and that you will get that information. If you want to see what we are going to learn, I have already shared the course content link in the chat box.
Yeah.
Murthy, you can pick from there the link.
Oh.
Or if you are in the WhatsApp group, you can please check the group description also. The WhatsApp group description, there also you'll get the complete details.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. Yes, Prashant, you can.
Hi Ankit, this is Prashant. Yeah, I'm working as a Office 365 administrator currently on Exchange Online last 2 years. So how can help this other course to me to improve my growth and career?
The previous experience is different. This is cloud platform. So the previous experience is not going to link with this one.
Okay, that means the Exchange Online experience is not carry with this cloud platform, right?
You can mention it in your resumes also, because you're already working with some Microsoft tools that you can mention it. But that experience is completely different, and this experience is different.
Okay.
Anything else? May I know in which company you are working, Prashant?
It's Infosys.
If you are working any of the good company and where you already have some Azure projects. Definitely Infosys have some Azure projects also. So what you guys can do is, for after completion of the training, you can talk with your HR team or your manager. You can fill IGPs, and with the help of this one, you can switch your career. On the same package, they will switch you. Okay. And whatever the previous experience you have it, let's take example, you have worked on 2 more years in Azure cloud platform, and whatever your previous experience you have and the latest 2 experience, so total 4 years of experience you can put on a Azure platform.
Okay.
Okay. And tell you one more thing, as per the market right now, Azure platform has more jobs rather than any other platform, rather than any other technology also. I take any technology. You can take cloud platform or any other tool also. Azure has more jobs in the market. Okay. We all know that right now in the market, AWS is number 1, Azure is number 2. But which on speed, Azure is capturing the market nowadays. Within 2 to 3 years, Azure is going to be number 1 cloud. Correct? It's 100%, not 99%, 19.9. It's 100%. Azure is going to be number 1 cloud in the market, because Azure is capturing it more market than any other cloud platform which we have. Okay, Prashant?
Okay. Thanks, Ankit. And Ankit, one more question.
Yes, Prashant.
You have also provided the notes regarding this course, right?
What I'm going to provide, just let me tell you that also, what I'm going to provide in this training. We all know that course fees is 5900, which we have already informed you, 5,000 plus taxes, where you are getting live training, okay, recordings, training PPT. The training PPTs, whichever I'm going to use in this particular training, and I'm going to use total 87 PPTs. Also. These are the PPTs which I'm going to use, 87 PPTs. Okay. And with this 87 PPTs, what you are getting? You're getting dump from our side, Azure document, the document which I have created. It's more than 750-page document, sample resumes, interview question, quiz. But for these things I mentioned as star, because these things you will get at the end of the training. So these things which I'm going to provide in 5900. Okay, Prashant?
Okay.
Any more questions?
No, thanks, Ankit.
Yes, Vinod, you can unmute. Yes, Vinod, you have already unmuted yourself.
Audible?
Yes, Vinod.
Okay, so my question is, I'm currently working as a technical support specialist. So by learning this
In which
course,
technology?
I'm currently supporting a SaaS-based financial planning and analysis application.
Okay.
So my question is, I mean, if we learn this program, but since I have a support background, but how would this help me?
You are working in which company?
I'm currently working with a company called Planful.
Is that company has Azure projects?
That I'm not aware.
So you can check with your HR also.
Okay.
Okay. If your companies have that Azure projects,
Mm-hmm.
after completion of that company, switch in your own company. That is one of the best solution you have.
Okay.
So whatever your previous experience you have, that support project also,
Okay.
that is also going to migrate into Azure when you want to switch to another company after 2 or 3 years. Okay. That is one of the best solution for everyone. If anyone wants to switch to his career. Okay, Vinod?
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, Hari.
Hi, Ankit. Good evening.
Hi.
Ankit, myself, 10 years of experience in core Oracle DBA. As of now, I know all Oracle DBA as well as open source like MongoDB, PostgreSDB, everything. But as you said, like database career going to be end, right? So I'm willing to
Yes.
move like cloud platform. Already I'm attending the AWS batch, but
Okay.
morning batch. So comparing with the AWS and Azure, how complicated it will be, and as a
No, it
DBA,
is
how
same. There is, if you know one cloud, like you said that you're already learning in AWS training, which I'm giving on morning 11 o'clock.
yes,
So cloud is same. Every cloud is same. But yes, little bit changes, Hari, they have done as per their own requirement.
okay. My
Okay.
doubt is like according to the database perspective, database as a DBA, kind of a cloud work, how it relate to DBA. I mean, database administrators work,
No,
how it
if you
relate to.
want DBA work, we don't have it in cloud platforms.
Oh, end to end
We
we will
don't
go.
have any DBA work.
Oh,
That's why I'm telling the DBA jobs are going to be finished very soon. No DBA, we
okay.
don't require much DBA. Very basic things we require from a DBA when they want to work on a database which we are going to create on our cloud platform. Then some in very little DBA work we have.
Okay.
Okay. Even in-depth DBA knowledge is not required, which you guys have right now.
Okay, but
Okay.
in AWS they launched some AWS certified database specialty. That is related to database admin jobs or else different. DBS
No,
C01.
DBA jobs are no more available. DBAs are not much available. Very basic of DBA is required by us in
Okay,
cloud platforms. Yes, it is required, but very less. Okay,
understood.
but yes, if I'm talk about one after completion of this training, if you want to go with only with DBA, then you can go with one tool called Snowflake.
Okay, super.
Might be heard that one. That is actually a
Yeah.
third-party tool. But to learn that tool also you need cloud knowledge first. Okay, because
Okay.
that particular tool is going to work on storage services, which we have it on AWS, Azure, or GCP. It is working on these three clouds. So while creating our Snowflake's account, we have to mention which cloud we need to use. So that is, you can go for it after completion of the training.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, Durga Prasad, you can raise your unmute.
Hi, sir.
Hi, Durga.
So actually, this Azure, it's only Azure Cloud or DevOps is included in here?
No, this is completely Azure admin training.
Azure admin training. Okay.
Yes. Azure DevOps is a different course, which also we are going to start from 27th of December. That is after completion of the training. If you want to go in more thing, then you go for the DevOps, or that is called as Azure DevOps. But to learn Azure DevOps, first you need to have Azure admin knowledge. Let me show you the certification part.
Okay, sir.
Here is
So,
just just a minute.
yeah.
This is what we are learning. Azure admin associate level.
Yeah.
After completion of the training, we are going to provide you AZ104 dump. With the help of this one, you can complete certificate. Okay. After that, if you want to go in more thing, then you have two options. One is expert level, or other one is DevOps level. So this is also this is different course and this is different.
Okay.
Okay, Prasad.
Yeah. So one more thing, like as you mentioned, Azure will be having a lot of opportunities.
Correct.
So with this Azure admin will help me out when I'm becoming a DevOps engineer.
No, why? That's what I'm telling you. DevOps is a different thing. Azure admin is different thing.
Different.
By learning this course, you will not work on DevOps thing. It is impossible to work on DevOps things.
Okay. Means I need to learn different DevOps topics.
DevOps is different thing. This is admin. This is Azure admin training. And to learn, go with this certification, or to learn this one, first you need to have admin knowledge. That is what they have given the path.
Got it.
Okay. You want to learn directly, you can go for it. But yes, in some cases, definitely you'll get confused because you don't have that knowledge of Azure admin.
Got it, sir.
Okay. Yeah. That is why Azure is giving that particular path, and path we have to follow. Okay, Pratudurga?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Deva.
Hi, Ankit. I'm Venkat.
Hi.
Hi. Good evening.
Good
Ankit.
evening.
Yeah, I'm working with a Cisco company. First 1 year of experience.
Hmm.
I'm working in networking and VMware.
Okay.
It's a related issues I'm working. But my career growth improved to I will change the domain in Azure.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I
you
have
want to change from
yeah,
that.
domain change.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one system admin to Azure admin. I will change every time I want to.
Definitely, yes, you can do that also.
Yeah, I'm already learning the some of things, virtual machines creations, and network, NHC,
Hmm.
load balancer, availability set. That's of some of YouTube classes I'm learning already.
Okay.
So I hope I will increase myself fully. That's why.
Venkat, if everything is available on YouTube, why we are providing the training?
Okay.
Okay. Everything is not available on YouTube or everywhere you are getting it.
Yeah.
If everything is available on YouTube, then what is the use of our to provide the training? So everyone can learn from YouTube also.
Yeah.
Okay. So definitely, yes, you'll get a lot of information. You'll get a confidence to learn it and clear the interview also.
Okay. Thank you, Ankit.
Okay.
And also one thing, Ankit, you can showing real-time troubleshooting issues also.
Now, I tell you one thing here. There is nothing about real-time training. Okay. If anyone saying, definitely the person is saying wrong. There is nothing about real-time training. If anyone is saying, "Na, we are providing real-time training," he's saying wrong. And you don't want real-time training. You want that training with the help of this one, you are able to understand the concept.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
If you are able to understand the concept, you can do whatever you want to do that. If you don't know what we are doing actually, so how you are able to do it in real time might be, let's say example, you have learned real-time training, but in real time you'll get some different concept.
Yes.
So how you can attempt that because you have learned something else? Okay. So with this training, you are able to understand the concept. So whatever the solution problems you are getting in real time, you can solve those problems. Okay.
Yeah, okay. I will understand, Ankit.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes,
Ankit.
Sonal, you can unmute.
Hi Ankit, good evening. My question is like I am new to this IT and all these technologies. I have done front-end development courses and I have 8 months of experience in Angular. But in last month, I got laid off. So will this Azure training help me to get the job, or do I need to do some additional training with this?
First of all, if you just only want to apply jobs with this Azure admin, you will get a job with that also.
Okay.
But yes, if I'm talk about package will be less.
Okay.
Okay. But if you want more package, then you can go with Azure plus Azure DevOps. You can go with these two things. Then definitely you'll get a more package also.
And one more thing, like, can I apply with that 8 months of experience?
No, you have to apply as a fresher.
Okay.
They were not going to consider with that 8 months of experience. You have to apply as a fresher.
So what would you prefer me, like AWS or Azure?
See, Sonal, I'm working on both the platforms.
Okay.
From last 7 years, which I've already told that. So I don't have, you can learn AWS or Azure. For me, both are easy because I know both.
Yeah.
So whichever you want to learn, you can learn. Even if you want, you can learn both also.
Okay. So like if I'm going to learn this Azure, so for I would like to learn the Azure and DevOps also. So like
Azure and Azure DevOps.
Azure DevOps. Yeah. So like firstly, we are going to start with Azure only.
Correct. Then after that, after completion of this training, then you can go for the Azure DevOps. First complete one training, go one by one, don't go with parallelly both the things. Because whenever you are learning anything in IT industry, sooner you have to practice that out. Also, it is mandatory. Because if you're not doing practicing it, your doubts will not get clear. If your doubts are not getting clear, you're not able to clear the interview. And in this training, your doubts will clear. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, you can
Yes.
on the spot, on the session also, you can ask me your doubts. Even after your practice also, if you have any doubts, I'm sharing my email ID with all of you. While practice, if you have doubts, you can email me, and make sure whenever you email me, in the subject, you're mentioning your batch number also. So I know that you are at what level. Okay?
Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Sagar.
Yeah, hi, Ankit. Good evening.
Good
Am I
evening.
audible?
Yes, Sagar.
Yeah, Ankit, my question actually, I was being part of your earlier AWS solution architect batch, even. Okay, so your means whatever you are teaching, I purchased these learning videos. I gone through this and I cleared my the concept, whatever the basic concept of the as the AWS solution architect. So in this Azure
That's
batch,
good.
like yeah, thank you. And if I appeared or if I achieve appeared for this batch, like for the AWS, so
This is
like
Azure.
yeah, Azure exactly. Sorry. So as a Azure, we should get the clearance, like because I have to get into the cloud solution architect kind of or a cloud security profile. So if I appeared for this Azure training, basic training, so how I should go for the Azure security kind of? Is there
No.
any difference?
Security one, if you want to go, that is completely different course, not this
Okay,
one.
okay.
Okay, security one is this one. Is at 500, and it is also coming under associate level.
Associate, okay.
Okay, that course is different thing. In that course, you're not going to discuss anything about Azure admin thing. That is completely related to security things.
Okay.
Okay, so that is a
Okay.
different course. This is not course going to help you to security purposes. But yes, the basic things we are learning about security also, because admin person also needs to know something about security. So that's what we are going to learn.
Okay, and for this, thank you. And for the Azure certification perspective, does we need to go through the fundamentals and then associate then or
No,
expert? Or
fundamentals are optional. Whatever the fundamentals we have, Sagar, those all are optional. Nothing fundamental is mandatory. Directly, you can go with associate certificate.
Okay. Okay, if we if we are get into this course and take the subscription of this course, so we could get this dumps even, right, for the Azure admin.
Correct. Whichever I told that, like whatever I told this thing, you will get all those things from our side.
Yeah. And the application is the same. Is it like Logic Labs training, or is there something?
Logic Labs.
Okay.
I was just let me tell you that also. Our website is logicallabstech.com.
Okay.
Okay. Here, if you scroll in the below, Sagar, here you'll get our app link of Android, and here you'll get our iOS app link. So,
okay.
That app name is Logical Apps.
Okay.
This one.
Yeah, because I appeared for this Logic Labs training application
That is
earlier.
our old app, Sagar.
Okay.
And if you go to store option, there you will find our batches, whichever we have. And this is the 107 batch.
Yeah, Azure 107.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, sure. We'll go for that.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Linda, you can unmute. Yes, Frank, yes, you can unmute. Then Anjay, you can unmute yourself.
Thank you. This is Dhananjay. I just want to know if I am doing the Azure admin course. The next course, is there any others means like Azure solution architect is there?
No, there is no solution. This is the admin course that is called a solution architect. Okay. Solution architect is same like a associate one. But yes, after that, if you want to go, you can go with solution architect expert. This is associate level. This is expert level. Administrator or solution architect associate is same thing. Solution administrator expert or solution architect expert, both are same thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
So if you want to go, here is that expert, but to go with expert, first you need to go with AZ104, which we are going to learn.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, one last question and then we'll start with our demo session. Yes, Sonal, you can. Rameshwari, you can unmute.
Hey, hi, Ankit. Yeah, just one more question. Like you were answering so many of them in this slide, like the Azure, the certification part. There was one certificate, certification called as database administrator. So, is there something different? Like what needs to be learned over there? Anything
Yes,
to focus on?
definitely. Yes, it is completely different thing because these are the different courses we have. Is at 203, 104, 500, 203. Sorry, this is DP 203. Is at 203. It's DP 300, DA 100, DP 100, AI 102. So it's completely different courses we have in Azure. Okay, so these are not the same courses.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Yes, Mohammed, you can unmute. Wasim Mohammed, you can unmute yourself.
Hey, hi. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, I'm able to hear you. Okay, you're asking that about Azure DevOps, Azure Dump, sorry.
Yeah.
Azure Dump you will get on the last day of the training. Let's say we are going to end this batch on 20th of January. I'm just giving an example here. Okay, so on 20th of January, you will get that dump from us, right? And whatever the latest one we have it, that one you will do.
Okay, so we can use
because, yes, you can use it. So why I'm not providing in before that also, because in some cases we'll get an updated one also. So I want whenever the batch is going to be end, at that time you will get the latest dump. Okay, so that's why I'm not providing in the starting of our training. That's why I'm providing in the last of our.
Okay. And when we can attempt the certification right after the training, or we can make.
Yes, definitely. Yes, with the help of dumps, you can attempt the certification also.
Okay.
Okay. And in Indian rupees, it just costs 4,800 rupees.
Okay.
You are from which country, you see?
I'm from India, but right now in on visit in US.
In US, it costs you 160 or 168 something like that. 168 or $160 it will cost you in US.
Yeah, my company will sponsor me, but it will be on a quarter basis. So that's why I'm just
yeah, definitely with the help of that dump, you can attempt that also.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so those people have raised their hand, guys. Just wait for a few more minutes. I'll back to you also. So let's start with our demo session. So whenever we start learning about these particular cloud platforms, what thing first needs to become our mind? Whenever we are listening a word called Azure. Now, what is Azure? Azure is a cloud platform we have. It's a cloud computing service which we can access from any part of the world based on our public internet also. What is public internet? The internet which we all are using on our daily basis. That with this we are accessing Google, Facebook, Netflix, Amazon Prime. That is we are using based on the public internet. Private network is which we are using in our organizations. VPN, we are using a word called VPN for them. That is called as private network. So we can access this cloud platforms from any part of the world based on any type of internet access we have. We can access from here also. And what we can do it in our cloud platforms. We can create our application. We can create our own infrastructure also under that. We can use for a storage purpose, like we are using Google Drive. What we are using Google Drive for a storage purpose. Same way in our cloud platforms also, we have a storage services, multiple storage services we have. So based on our requirement, we can use that particular storage service also. And we can access these cloud platform from any device, from our tabs, from our laptops, from our mobiles, from our computers, from any part of the world, from any device, and from any type of internet access, we can access this cloud platform. And here we have some features about cloud computing. I'm not going in much more description about these cloud platform explanation. If I'm starting, definitely you'll get confused. But yes, I'm going to tell you two features here. One is security, other one is pay as you go. One of the best security we are getting in cloud platforms, in that one. Second is pay as you. Pay as you go means if I'm using that particular services in our cloud platform, if I'm using that particular service only for 1 hour, do I need to pay for a full day? No. I just only need to pay for 1 hour. Or let's say example, if I'm using a service for 24 minutes, so do I need to pay for full hour or do I need to pay for 1 hour or half day? No, I need to pay only for 24 minutes. So whatever the minutes I'm going to use that particular service, only for that particular minutes, I'm going to pay in our Azure cloud platform. So this is one of the best feature we have it in clouds. Azure is charging us based on minute wise. They are charging us on minute wise. If I'm using that particular service for 2 minutes or 3 minutes or for 11 minutes, I only need to pay for that particular, not for the full hour or for the full day. So that is the main reason why Azure is capturing it more market than other cloud platform, because other cloud platform which we have it in market, they are charging based on hourly basis. If you use that particular service for 10 minutes, you have to pay for full hours in other cloud platform. But in Azure, they are charging on minute basis. If you use for 12 minutes, you pay for 12. They will not charge you for 13th minute. We have multiple types of cloud platforms we have here, cloud computing services we have. One is called deployment model. Other one is called as service model. In deployment model also we have 3 types: public, hybrid, private. In service model we have 3 types: IaaS, SaaS, EaaS. Now let me come to these definitions. Public cloud. In public clouds, we can create anything whichever we want to create. We can use as a server, we can use as a storage, we can use as a virtualization, we can create our web servers, you can create any type of application in this public clouds which can be accessed by the publicly. That is called as public cloud, which can be accessed publicly from any part of the world. We can access those type of clouds are called as public cloud. And in Azure, we have one service called virtual machine. In our upcoming session, this is the first service we are going to learn in our training, virtual machine. Then in Azure, we have a service called Azure VNet. Particular service is called as private cloud, which is used privately for our own network. We are going to create our own network under that. So it cannot be accessed, that particular network, outside of our cloud, outside of our organization. So no one can access that particular service outside of our organization. So that type of service is called as private. In our upcoming session, we are going to learn these services also. That time you will understand more. Combination of both public plus private called as hybrid cloud. In real time, actually, we are using this one. Combination of both. In our virtual network, we are going to create our own virtual machines. That time it is called as hybrid. You will understand this hybrid cloud option also in the middle of the training. Now, all cloud platforms are called as infrastructure as service. All cloud platform, whichever we are, AWS, Azure, GCP, Oracle, IBM Cloud, or Alibaba Cloud, whichever clouds we have it in market, all are called as infrastructure as service. Because we are using their infrastructure, we are using their RAMs, their hard disk, their network, we are using it. Their storage platforms, we are using it to store our data. So all these cloud platforms are called as infrastructure as services. In Azure, we have one service called Azure App Service. That particular service is called as platform as a service. Why it is called as platform as a service? Because in this service, what we are doing it, we are just uploading our code, whatever the type of code you want to upload. We have some list. We learn that also later in upcoming session. We have that list. Based on that particular list of codes, if we upload our code, everything is going to manage by the Azure. We just only upload our code. Other things, whichever needs to be managed, completely managed by the Azure. So that is why service is called as platform, because in this world, we are going to use Azure platform. We are not doing anything. We are just using Azure platform. And then the last one, which we have it is software as a service. Gmail, Telegram, WhatsApp. What are these? These all are software as a service we are using. So these all platforms are called as software as a service. Now, coming to more things. Now we'll start discussing about, till that time, whatever we have discussed, we didn't discuss about Azure right now. We are just only discuss about the cloud platform, cloud computing. Now we are going to discuss about something about Azure. Azure is a cloud computing service created by Microsoft. It is created by which company? Called Microsoft. We all are using Windows operating system. Who has created this Windows operating system? By a company called Microsoft. When they started in 2010 as a name called Windows Azure. But in 2014, they have renamed as Microsoft Azure. So now it is called as Microsoft Azure, or you can call it as Azure also. They have invest the huge amount of money in data center, which is more than any of its competitor. They have 54 regions. 54 regions means 54 data centers they have in the huge world they have. And here I've given the complete list of infrastructure also, where we can see that complete details. Let me see. It's loading the Azure infrastructure. Yes. You can see the live movements even of their satellites also. See the live movement of their satellites. Here we have that complete infrastructure. Here is it. This is USA. So these are the regions. The blue, this green dots, whichever you are able to see, these are actually regions we have. Europe. Here we have India one. In India, we have two. In South India, in Central India, we have, right? And what are these blue dots which we have? Here, if you want to see, here we can see that. See. They've given the details also. What are things they are using it? Even they are using some natural energies also. Wind, solar, or in some places they are using mixed also. They are mostly using in European countries, and in US they are using wind, solar, and mixed. I tell you one more thing. Azure is working on one type of data centers where they are going to store their data centers underwater. They've already started working on it, and by 2030, they are going to start their data centers underwater. But why they were doing like this? To save the cost. Because definitely whatever the data center they have on the land, the ACs, the electricity, definitely electricity is required still there, but ACs needs to run 24/7 to cool down the servers. So if they put their data centers underwater, they don't need to pay that much of electricity bill which they are getting, right? So Azure is only one cloud in the market we have which is working on this type of technology, where they are going to put their data centers under. But that is going to be start by 2030. They are already in the testing process, but still it is not yet started. So this is a complete map of our AWS regions. Now, whenever we are going to create our Azure account, we are getting it multiple types of trial subscriptions we are getting. Now, whenever we are going to create our Azure account, one we are getting is on the day one, you guys will get a credit of 14,500 Indian rupees, or you will get a credit of $200 US. This credit is available for first 30 days. This credit will available for first 30 days. It means for first 30 days, you can use any AWS Azure service. You can use any Azure service which is free or which is not free. If you are under your credit, they will not charge you a single rupee. So for first 30 days, you will get a credit of $200 or 14,500 rupees. They will not charge you a single rupee for first 30 days if you are under your credits. But after 30 days, you need to upgrade your subscription to pay as you go. But does it mean that after 30 days, you start getting a bill? No. It doesn't mean after 30 days, you start getting a bill. After 30 days, also you have free things. But not all services, which are even paid one also. Few services which are free, that you can use for 12 months free. But under that 12 months free also, they have given some quota to you. That under per month, how much quota you are getting it. And under that also, they have mentioned specifically name of that particular type. Where to see the type, I'm going to tell you that also. And few services are always free for lifetime also. We have under Azure. Few services also we have it for lifetime free. But yes, for lifetime free also, they have given some quota. For lifetime, this much of quota you have free. After completion of the quota, you can complete the quota in 1 month, 2 months, or 2 years. They will not charge. Under these 140 countries, you will get a credit of $200. Means in some countries they are converting it in their as per their own currency also. Here is that list. In India, we are getting also. Now, here are the list of services which are coming under our free quota. Like you can see here, advisor service, which is free, unlimited, and it is always free for lifetime. So advisor service is free for unlimited for lifetime. But you can see here there are some services which we have. Here we have only 1 million transactions are free, but always. But so few services, let me scroll down. Here we have see VPN gateway. 750 hours per month we are getting with the type called VPN GW1. And for how many months? For 12 months. Virtual network service, we have 50 virtual networks are free always for lifetime. Now, this is the first service which we need to learn: virtual machine for Linux, virtual machine for Windows. 750 hours for Linux and 750 hours for Windows we are getting with the type called B1S. So in our upcoming session, when you're trying to create machine after 30 days, you always need to select a type called B1S. What we are getting in B1S we'll discuss when we start learning about the particular service. 12 months. So few services you will get always free. Few services you are getting it for 12 months free. So here is that link which is mentioned in my PPT. You guys can check which service is coming under free quota or which service is not coming under free. So I have given the link in the PPT one, page number 6 is there. PPT number 1, page 6. There you can see. Now here we have the market review which we get on July 2021. After that, we didn't get any market review. As per that till time, Microsoft is number 2 cloud, which we all know that. But yes, definitely within 3 to 4 years, it is going to be capture the market very soon. And here are the list of services which we are going to learn in our. How many services we can count that also? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 20. These are total 22 services which we are going to cover. And duration for this training is 35 days, near about 35 days. Each session is going to near about 1 hour, Monday to Friday. We don't have any session on Saturday and Sunday. Session timing is as per our schedule time, which we have discussed it. It's 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Each session we are going to record and we are going to upload our each session in our app. There is no download option you will get for the recordings and for our notes. But yes, you will get the lifetime access of these notes and for the recordings. Here we have our batch of 107. Right now you can see it is just a course content we have uploaded. Whenever a session is going on, every day my team is going to upload my recordings and I'm going to upload my PDFs, whichever I'm going to use. Fees I have already told you, which is 5900, 5000 plus. GST course content I have already shared with you, all of you in the chat box, but let me share again. Here is the course content which I'm going to share in the chat box. And if you want any certification, might be you required by your client end, or if you need any certification, After completion of this training, you can go with this certification. The terms which you are going to provide, with the help of that, also you can go for this certification, that is, which is called as EZ10. And what you will get in 5900 live training, recordings, training PPTs, the PPTs which I am going to use, dump, document, sample resumes, interview question, quiz. What is this dump also? Let me show that also. And all these things you will get at the end of it. Let me show you the document which I was talking about. Here is the document. A document which I have created, it is a page of 726 pages. Okay, it's not more than 750. 726 page document you will get from myself. What we have in this document, whatever we are learning in this training, everything there in this document also we have with this screenshot. So in future, after completion of the training also, if you have any doubt, you can refer that document also for your doubts. It doesn't mean that after completion of the training, you can't contact me. You can email me anytime whenever you have any question. I'm already share my email ID with all of you. Let me share my email ID. I've shared my email ID also. You can please note down the email ID. This is about from my side. If anyone have any questions, you can please raise your hand. Yes, Francis, you can unmute. Shahzad Khan, you can unmute.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Actually, my question was, as you said, you will be conducting Azure DevOps classes from 27th, correct? So, my question is, what will be the fee for that?
5,000 plus taxes for that also.
Okay. So, I was interested in that course as well. So,
do you know Azure Admin?
No, I don't know.
So how you can learn Azure DevOps without knowing Azure Admin? That's what I told Shahid earlier also. You have to follow the path.
Okay, okay. So first I have
you
to
have to
complete
follow
this.
the path. You can see this path.
Okay.
Yes, sir. DevOps is coming here. First,
Correct.
we have to go with Azure Admin. Then you can go with Azure DevOps.
Okay.
So you have to
So
follow the
first,
path.
if I go with that course, there will be no basics of Azure admin, correct?
No, we are not going to cover any basics. The person who is going to join DevOps squad, the person, it means he needs to know Azure Admin.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Yes, Sajata. Yes, Sajata, you can unmute yourself.
Is there any coding?
No, to learn this cloud platform, we don't need any coding. Zero coding is required.
Okay.
Okay. Any more questions?
No.
Thank you. Yes, Linga, you can unmute. Linga, yes, you have already unmuted.
Hi, Ankit.
Hi.
Yeah, based on this knowledge, can we clear the Azure 204 exam?
Exam?
Yeah, certification.
204.
Yeah.
This is Azure admin training, Linga.
Okay.
How you can go with the other one which is not coming in this course content? How you can go with the developers one which is not covering under this training? It is not possible, no?
Okay. Maybe cover 80% or 7%.
0%. I can say that. There are very basic things. Actually, if I talk about developers and administrator, have only two services matching.
Okay.
One is virtual machine, other one is storage account. Other than that, nothing is matching. Okay. So with that, you can't clear that certificate.
Okay.
Okay. With that particular knowledge, you need another knowledge also.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Ankit. So once we get an subscription for this course, So does we get an access through the application that logical?
Yes, from our website or from mobile application you'll get.
Okay, great. So we could able to download that course.
No download option. Lifetime access for view, Sagar.
Okay, okay. That PDF?
Okay. No download option.
Okay, okay.
View access you have for life.
Life. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, Girish.
So like, if you want to create this account, right, do we need to link the credit card or debit card?
We'll discuss that also in upcoming tomorrow's session. Yes, definitely you need credit card or debit card. You need to give your card details to create an Azure account.
Okay, like I have one more doubt. Like, suppose if I use this services, right? So will Azure automatically deduct some amount from
No.
my
You are from which country, Girish?
India itself?
Okay. If you are from India, as per RBI rule, no one can deduct automatically money from your card. Any cloud platform cannot do that.
Okay, then I'll be getting some reminder email to pay the charges.
Yes, definitely. Yes, you will get an email from this. So if you're not paying, they'll suspend your account.
Okay, once they suspend the account, so can I go ahead and create one more account for practice?
If they see that you are using the same mobile number, same card, they automatically suspend other account also. So make sure there is no common between first account and second account.
Thank you.
Okay, if anything common they find, they suspend your account.
Okay, got it. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yes, Prashant.
I have also question as asked earlier, someone asked regarding the download option for the PPTs and videos and all regarding this training. So there is no download option, right?
No, only lifetime access you have for view.
And the recording will get day by day, or how it's
on daily basis. Yes. After the session, we'll upload the recording. Might take 2 to 3 hours, but we'll upload that on the same day.
It will be uploaded on Google Cloud, right?
Not Google Cloud, on our app.
Okay, on your app. Okay,
In
no
our
issue.
app, thelogicalabstract.com, in our website we are uploading. So you can access that recording from our app also, or here we have our app links. You can download our apps. From there also you can access.
Okay, okay. No issue.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, Jayalakshmi, you can unmute.
Hello, Ankit. Good evening.
Good evening.
Actually, I'm not feasible for these timings. Is there any batches starting at morning hours?
No, for Azure, right now, we don't have any plans for morning batch. Earlier, the batches which are going on for Azure, which was morning, now we have shifted the evening batches. So I have 2 batches going on in evening, which is 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. 8 p.m. batch is already completed more than 50%.
Okay.
Okay, so no batch plan for the morning right now. If we plan any batch in the morning, you will get update in our WhatsApp group.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Yes, Sujata. Yes, Ganesh, you can unmute.
Hi, Ankit.
Hi.
Is there a follow-up training after Azure 104 for a solution architect for AZ304?
No, we are not providing that training. We are providing Azure DevOps training.
Okay.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Thanks.
Anything else?
No. 305. I mean, if in case you're not providing it, is it easy to learn if I have 104 knowledge, or do I?
Yes, to learn that 305, you need to go with first AZ104, because in that one, you're learning something which is going to help you in this 305.
Okay.
Because in 305, you have some advanced concept regarding migration and all those things.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Sadab, you can unmute. Sadab, you have raised your hand. Yes, Jason, you can unmute.
Yeah, hi Ankit.
Hi.
So I have total 5 years or years of experience in service desk, and currently I'm thinking to switch my career to Azure. So I was thinking like you told like they'll be considering as a fresher, right? So even if I have the service desk experience, they'll be
You are working in which company?
CDM Smith.
Is that company has cloud platform provider? Is it IT company or some which company?
It's a construction company.
Oh, construction company. So definitely that experience is different. Listen, they are not going to consider that particular experience. So you can apply as a fresher, or you can do one thing. You can put some fake experience. With the help of this, you can apply with 2 or 3 years of experience.
Okay. So they'll not consider me as a fresher, right? So if I apply the experience of
Definitely not. Yes.
Okay.
They will not consider as a fresher. They will consider as a fresher person.
Okay.
Okay, and you will get more package for.
Okay. Yep.
Yes, Rao, you can unmute.
Hi, Ankit.
Hi.
Yeah, I have experience, a total 4 years experience in Oracle DBA. So after that, I need to know about the cloud database also. Is that Azure or AWS? I have a little confusion between these two. Which one is
No,
better?
what was your confusion?
So which course need to be taken, Azure or AWS?
No, that
cloud?
is depend on you, Rao.
Okay.
That which you want to go, you can go as per your own interest.
Okay. Can
that
I
you
use?
have to select.
Yeah. Can I use this past experience in a cloud? I mean, I want to take Azure right now. Okay, after that completion of my course, can I switch to Azure with this experience we can?
Yes, definitely. Yes, you can go for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, Sagar. You can. Yes, Sagar, you have raised your hand. Okay. Looks like you don't have any question. Okay. Anyone have any more questions? You can please raise your hand. Okay. Look like no one has any questions. So with this, I'm ending. One has more questions. Yes, Hari.
Regarding the payment, like for this course, what will be the payment mode? I'm sorry if I'm
You
not
have to pay using our website. You have to go to logicalappstech.com. Okay. Then you have to create your account. Let me just log out. You have to first go with the login and you have to sign up. You have to create your account. Okay, with name, email ID, and password. Okay. Then you can go with store and you can make the payment for a batch called Azure 107.
So the person who paid only they can attend the henceforth trainings.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Correct. The person who have paid for this batch, they can only attend the training. No other person can join the training. Right now, these are the demo sessions. So first 2-3 sessions, anyone can. After that, we are going to share the link only with our paid candidates.
Okay.
Okay.
Got
Anything
it.
else?
Thank you. No, nothing.
Yes, Matthew.
Good evening,
Good evening,
Ankit.
Matthew.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Previously, I've enrolled for AWS solution architect training from you. Then I've also enrolled for DevOps training. I've enrolled for Oracle SQL because I'm totally new in this environment. I used to be a civil engineer before I moved to this environment. However, what advantage would Azure provide for me if I also want to go for this training?
No, what's your previous experience? Are you a fresher or do you have any previous experience in IT industry?
No, I'm pretty new, although I've done my social architect exam. I passed. I've done my Terraform exam. I passed. Because I'm new, I just moved to this environment this year in
Okay, so
March,
you have
in May.
completed your college just now.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So yes, definitely you can apply as a fresher jobs. You have to apply. And you're from which country?
Right now I'm calling from Canada. I'm from Canada.
So we have already shared few job details in US few days back in our Telegram group. You can check that. You can apply that also
Oh,
with
I didn't
us.
see.
But yes, we have shared that Azure jobs, not that AWS one. But you can apply some
Okay.
fresher jobs,
I've
whichever
been
we are
applying
going to.
for jobs. Job is not the problem, but I just want to acquire more knowledge. I don't know whether it's also advisable to go
No,
in this
definitely.
route.
But you said that you have some knowledge in AWS. So whatever the knowledge you have it in the AWS, the same knowledge is going to help you here also.
Okay.
Because all
Okay.
cloud platforms are same. Only thing
Okay.
is little bit of changes they have done as per their own requirement. So whatever the knowledge you have in AWS cloud, same will help you in this also to concept easily.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Okay. Anyone have any more questions? Okay. So with this, I'm ending this session. In tomorrow's session, we are going to, okay, someone has more questions. Yes, Clearance, you can unmute. Yes, Clearance, you have already unmuted yourself. Are you able to hear me, Clearance?
Audible.
Hi, I'm able to hear you.
Can you get me?
Yes, I'm able to hear you.
All right. Yes, it is in connection with the last speaker too. I was in the 100 batch for.
Yeah, I remember
solution.
your name. I remember your name. You are from my previous, some of my previous batch.
Yes, yes. So the DevOps that was launched, and I am also thinking of taking DevOps. And then I saw you launching Azure, and
Azure
I'm also
DevOps.
tempted. Azure, no, I'll show you launching this Azure administrator now.
Right now we are starting a batch for Azure admin right now.
Yes, yes. So I was tempted now whether I should go for AWS DevOps or I should take Azure administrator because of the knowledge that I'm also getting that many companies are going in for Azure. And I am in Africa, I'm from Cameroon, and Africa is more of treated towards Microsoft. So I am some sort of thinking, which one really would be good to go for DevOps or to go for Azure?
That you have to think as per your own career, in which thing you want to start your career with. That you have to think about that. But you said that in your country, more jobs you have it in Azure rather than AWS. So better than you can go with Azure.
Yeah, because I was thinking of taking Azure right now.
And like I've already told in the starting of our training, with any other technology you can pick from the market, Azure has more jobs in the market. Just a month back, I was discussing with one of the recruiter. She's one of my good friends. She's in Bangalore. I was discussing with her also. She said that Azure has more jobs, not just in India, in any part of the world where we have IT industry. Azure has more jobs in the market rather than any other tech. And she's having it more than 15 years of experience in recruiting.
Okay. All right. Then definitely I'll go for Azure.
So you can go with Azure. After that, you want to go with, you can go with Azure DevOps also.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
you very much.
Okay. Thank you, Clear. Thank you so much. Okay. So with this, I'm ending this session now. So in the tomorrow's session, what we are going to learn is we are going to learn about how we can create our Azure account. And then we'll start learning about our new service called Virtual Machine. This is what we are going to start in the tomorrow's session. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the today's session. See you tomorrow. If you still have any question which you didn't ask me in this session, if you have any question, please drop an email to this email ID. But make sure whenever you're emailing me, mention your batch number. Batch number is 107 Azure batch in the subject, so I know you are from which batch, it is easy for me to reply you. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Thank you so much.